Okay, so today we're going to be working with subtraction word problems. And our essential question is, how can a subtraction sentence help you write a subtraction story problem? All right, so I have the problem, 9 minus 3 equals. So I have this sentence. What it wants us to do is draw to show a story problem and then solve. So basically, we're going to make up our own word problem that uses this equation, 9 minus 3 equals. So I'm just going to make one up and then we'll solve it together. So I'm going to say Matthew has 9 apples. He shares or gives 3 of them to Anthony. How many apples does Matthew have now? So that's a story problem. That's a word problem and that I can solve. So I know that, I said that Matthew, and I'm going to write it right here, has 9 apples. He gives, there's a key word for subtraction, he gives 3 apples to Anthony. So Anthony has 3 apples now. How many does Matthew have now? So how many are left with Matthew? So I can draw a picture for that. I can draw Matthew's 9 apples. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here are the 3 that I gave to Anthony. He gave them away. They're subtracted. They're gone out of there. How many apples does Matthew have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Matthew now has 6 apples. So I created a word problem using my subtraction sentence, 9 minus 3 equals. And I came up with the answer for 6. All right, let's keep working on this. So I'm going to slide my page up. And I want to remind you, I'm going to be doing some writing, that you can pause my video to continue with me, okay? All right, so same thing. Write a story problem, a word problem for the fact 5 minus 3 equals, and it wants us to draw a picture to solve. All right, so here's my word problem. There are 5 ants. There are 5 ants. 3 ants crawl away. 3 ants crawl away. 3 are gone. How many ants are there now? So there's my word problem. I created it. I used my subtraction sentence, 5 minus 3 equals. There are 5 ants. 3 ants crawl away. Right? They're gone. They're out of here. That tells me to subtract. How many ants are there now? All right, so I could draw a picture like this. Here are my 5 ants. Here's my 5 ants. 3 crawled away. That means they're out of here. Oops. They're gone. How many ants are there now? There are 2 ants now. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. And that's how we created a word problem and solved it using the subtraction problem that they gave us. All right, we'll try another one. Same thing. Write a story problem, a word problem, for our subtraction fact and draw a picture to solve. All right, so what they give us is 12 minus 5. We need to create a word problem for our subtraction sentence, 12 minus 5. So here's my word problem. Let's see. Let's see. Maheen has 12 rocks. She has 12 rocks. She gives 5 rocks to Daniel. How many rocks does she have now? All right, so there's the word problem I created using the subtraction sentence that they gave me. So Maheen has 12 rocks. She gives, remember this is a subtraction word, 5 rocks to Daniel. How many rocks does she have now? So I can draw a picture for that. This time I'm gonna just use a drawing for my pretend counters. So let's see. There's 10, 11, 12. She's gonna give 5 of them to Daniel. So here's my 5 she gives to Daniel. They're out of here. They're subtracted. How many are left? How many rocks does she have now? So that's 5, 6, 7. I know that 12 minus 5 equals 7. Remember that when we're creating our word problems, we're thinking about those key words that we learned last week. We're using them in our word problem that we create. And we're using the number sentence that they gave us to create that word problem. If you need to pause my video, you can do that. I'm gonna slide my page. All right, we're gonna keep practicing. If you have not watched the Math on the Spot, I want you to do pause this video and go watch that Math on the Spot link. All right, so our directions tell us to write a story problem for the subtraction fact that we're given and to draw a picture to solve. So what am I given? This one looks a little different. 10 minus a number, we don't know what that number is, equals 6. Okay, so follow along with me because this one looks a little bit different. All right, so here's my word problem. There are 10 blocks. There are 10 blocks. Some, do we know how many? No. Some are green. So we have 10 blocks. Some are green. 6 blocks are red. So we know we have 10 blocks. We know that some are green. Doesn't tell us how many, but we know that 6 are red. 6 of those blocks are red. My question is, how many are green? How many blocks are green? That's our question. Okay, so how can we solve this? We know that there are 10 blocks, okay? I know I have 10 blocks. There's my 10 blocks. I know that some are green. I don't know how many. I know that 6 are red. What I want to know is how many are green. So I'm going to take my 10 blocks and I'm going to take 6 of them and I'm going to turn them red. Okay, that means the rest are green. The rest are green. So how many are green? 4. So I could say 10 minus my 4 green blocks will equal 6 red blocks. All right. Now this one looks very different. the second one down here. So I want you to follow along with me. I have blank minus blank equals 4. That means I need to come up with 2 numbers to go here. I need 2 numbers that I'm going to subtract that will equal 4. So we're doing a little backwards thinking. So let me write my word problem, and then we'll talk about filling in those blanks. The word problem is not difficult, it's just a little bit of backwards thinking. There are 9 birds. Okay, there are 9 birds. 5 birds fly away. That means they're out of there. They're gone. They're subtracted. How many birds are there now? So what's left? All right. So I can draw my 9 birds. There are 9 birds. Let me fill my numbers in. 5 birds fly away. Right? 9 minus those 5. Let's see if that equals to 4. I'm going to draw my 9 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 are out of there. They're gone. We take them out, right? Because they flew away. We subtracted them. Am I left with 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. I am. That means in my word problem, 9 birds minus my 5 birds will equal my 4 birds. All right, remember to pause my video if you need to. Okay, let's choose the correct answer. Number 4, which subtraction fact matches the drawing? So look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bears. I have 11 bears. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them being crossed out, being subtracted. That means I have 11 minus 6. And I know what it equals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 5. I need to find an answer that looks like that, and that is this one. So remember, when you see a picture like this in our math stuff, count all of your bears, because that's what you have to start with, and then count what was subtracted away. Number 5, which drawing matches the subtraction fact 3 minus 2 equals? So this is what I start with, the 3, and this is what I subtracted or took away. So I see that this picture right here has 3 apples with 2 of them being subtracted and taken away. Number 6, Kara made this story problem for her 9 minus 7 equals. 9 hens are in a barn. How many hens are in the barn now? Which sentence did Kara forget to write in her story problem? All right, so 9 hens are in the barn. So she left something out. She left out what we need to subtract. So here's her subtraction sentence she was given, like what we did. And then she wrote a word problem for it. She told us that she started out with 9 hens, but she didn't tell us what was subtracted from it. How many hens flew away? Remember, they're not joining her 9 hens. They are going. 7 of her hens are leaving. So we would go with this one. We could put this sentence in there. 9 hens are in a barn. 7 hens fly out. How many hens are in the barn now? By putting this sentence in there, that tells us that we would have 9 minus 7 equals 9 hens. 7 flew away. How many are there now? And then number 7, which subtraction sentence matches our model? So remember, count how many blocks you started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many are taken away? 1, 2, 3. What are you left with? 1, 2, 3. So I'm looking for an answer that says 6 minus 3 equals 6. And that would be, oh, not 6. What is Miss Bo thinking? 6 minus 3 is 3. I had 6 blocks. I took 3 away. I'm left with 3. 6 minus 3 equals 3. And that's our answer.